Hello, welcome to Field Stripping a Glock Pistol presented by Smith's Armory. My name is Bill and I am a certified Glock armorer. We are going to try to use the proper terminology for all the parts and pieces to the best of our ability. The first thing we're going to do is make sure the gun is unloaded and perform a firearm safety check as outlined by Glock. First thing we need to do is to release the magazine from the frame by depressing the magazine catch. You press that catch, the magazine releases into your hand, you put the magazine down and to the side. The next thing we need to do is we need to engage the slide stop lever. First we pull back on the slide, push up on the slide stop lever. We look and visually inspect the chamber, making sure there's no bullet in there. Put our finger in there, make sure there's no bullet in there. Release the slide stop lever, point the gun in a safe direction, and pull the trigger. Now this Glock is safe to work on. The next step in a field strip is to separate the slide from the frame. We do this by using the Glock disassembly grip, placing our thumb underneath the back strap of the gun and wrapping our fingers around the slide. Simply tightening your hand will allow the slide to come back about 1/4 inch. You don't need any more than that. Pulling down on the slide lock, which is this piece here, using your thumb on one side, forefinger on the other, pulling it down and allowing the slide to move forward. Keep control of the slide in your hand as it's coming off. You do not want to damage or bend the rails on the back of the Glock or this guide ring if the Glock falls out of your hand and falls down to the floor. We don't want this bent, and we don't want the rails bent at all from a slide being uncontrolled when it's coming off. Take this slide, put it down, and take the frame and put it down. The next step in the procedure is taking the recoil spring assembly out. You do that by placing your forefinger on the front, your thumb on the back, and pushing inward and lifting up. It's very simple. Then you remove that recoil spring assembly, put it to the side. The last thing that needs to come out in a field strip is the barrel. You grab the barrel lug with your fingers and lift out the barrel. Barrel comes out that simply. Now you've completed a field strip of a Glock pistol. A field strip can usually be done, obviously in a much faster manner than this, probably in less than a minute if you've done it before. The first time you try the disassembly grip, until you get the hang of it, it might give you a little bit of trouble, but nothing you can't get over with a little practice. To reassemble the pistol, it's the exact opposite of the operation you just performed. You grab the barrel by the barrel lug, drop it into the top of the slide. You take the recoil spring assembly, you put the small end of the recoil spring assembly into the guide ring, you push down and inward until you feel the slide, a recoil spring assembly lock into the barrel lug. You pick up your frame in one hand, your slide on the other, you align the rails with the 2 points in the rear of the slide. You slide back, slide all the way and pull it completely to cycle it. At this point the trigger is engaged. You need to point the gun in a safe direction and pull the trigger. At that point you can take your magazine, you can put it in your magazine well and lock it in. You've now reassembled your Glock pistol and completed the procedure for field stripping. I hope this was helpful. Thank you very much.